Jason Myers to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. And this carries into the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
The ball carrier.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
And a Raven first down.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Complete.
10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Baltimore. From midfield now, here's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Touchdown.
Hollywood, Marquise Brown. 50 yards. And the Ravens have taken the early lead.
Is good.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0.
Justin Tucker.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Throwing is Wilson. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And I think the ball's out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the run.
They run it with Carson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
31-yard line.
Check. 40's mine. 40's the mine. 40's the mine. Check 50. Zebra.
Here's Wilson. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and 4.
Now it's Wilson, and he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. On 1st down, it's Carson, and this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Ravens' 44-yard line.
Now it's Carson.
And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens' 40-yard line. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Oh, they'll try the sweep. It's Lockett with it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
First and 10 at the 20.
They'll run on first down. Carson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the Ravens' 32-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson. And he's got his man on the out route. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Ravens 7, Seahawks nothing.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson forced out to his left. And he's got Lockett. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. This is Carson. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
At the 19-yard line.
Wilson. Out to it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp.
Loss on the play. It's now 3rd down.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. This will be caught inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They run for it with Carson, and I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Reed on the tackle.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line.
Carlos Dunlap on the tackle. It's a gain of 3.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
27-yard line. A 6-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 4.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
And a Raven first down.
Here's Jackson to throw. Setting up the screen here to Edwards. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson escaping the pressure right. Looking downfield for This is caught inside the 15.
And they do finally get him at the 12. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 63 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The end result, 21 yards. From the shotgun, Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. To throw again on second down. Wilson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23, and he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
Taken about 7 yards deep.
A nice little juke.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On 3rd down, Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit.
The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Man open left side is Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 2nd and 14. A throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
That's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and 5.
Well, they'll try the sweep. It's Lockett with it. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as he'll wind up going backwards. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Buying time to his left. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. Marquise Brown was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and trying not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Back to Brown, this time complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Baltimore.
From the gun, Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. J.K. Dobbins, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as the Ravens push further out in front.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the 2nd half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of it.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Matt Judon charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11 on second down. It's Carson, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. Wilson after the play fake to Carson, and he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Matt Judon able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Now here's Michael Dixon, and no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Taking it about the 36. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 47-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're just looking to do more of the same. They were good in the first half. They've extended their lead so far here in the second half. Oh, they're just looking good on hitting on all cylinders right now.
And sometimes that means a head coach who really has a finger on the pulse of the team may not have anything to say at all. May tell the rest of the coaches.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35, Seahawks 7. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And this a quick slant to Lockett. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Final minute now of the third quarter.
To DK Metcalf. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second.
Wilson will hand to Carson on the option. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. Wilson. He'll find Ballore out of the backfield. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
Fourth down.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And down inside the 10 at the 9. A big play that time for the Ravens. 44 yards. To throw is Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins.
And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review.
And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
On first down, Wilson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And now it's 2nd down.
And 10.
Here's Carson. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They run again with Carson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
A gain of 5. It's
The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
the Ravens.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful.
7. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10. At their own
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down.
10 at the 30.
From the gun, it's Wilson. On the move to his left. Steps away. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
43-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson steps away to his left. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Again, it's 4th down.
4th down. Here's Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this.
And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Myers connects on the PAT as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
They're on 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Brown. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Flushed out right. Caught right side at Snead. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Jackson on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brown. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Being chased out left. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Ravens 57, Seahawks 14. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
14. Let's go double count right here. Double count.
One last shot for Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the former Husky Marcus Peters. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Today's final.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball, and they think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.